let's begin. Welcome back, everyone, to another video on the channel, where today, as you can see, we are in a creative world that I sort of started, not really, sort of laid the foundation, just to get a step ahead. Today, we are going to be building a football stadium right here. So yeah, I just sort of laid the foundation. This is where the Titans Tower is going to be, but I'm not going to do that this episode. I'm just going to delay the superhero stuff a little bit. This is sort of an extension uh, this way as well, and I blocked these off. Oh yeah, that way as well. I just sort of blocked these off just because I didn't want to work on anything over there and over there until I finished all that is required here. So let's get building and let's get to work. Okay, well yeah, there is a little bit of lag, but it's not horrible. It's not like the Barney's. It's not like one night of Barney's where you can barely hear what I'm saying. So yeah, it's fine. I should probably start explaining what is going on. If you guys remember, I had this challenge in the Bed Wars series. I basically did this challenge where I said if I don't reach 20 wins before the end of 2025, I have to do a new modded creative series. So if you guys remember, we only ended on 19. So, and it's basically 2026 now. So yeah, basically I had to redo this and I started a new world. I did some progress and here I am. I just did like the foundation. I didn't want to do too much progress without streaming. There are some things like the interior maybe I want to focus on. Just want to finish wrapping this up because I want to make sure that everything is going well. Okay, that's good enough. Let's actually start on the interior, which is, I believe, is the most fun part. So, what do I want the walls of the interior to be? That is a good question. Actually, let's open the browser and see. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have Anfield as the inspiration for the build. So I'm gonna see what kind of locker rooms they have inside. They have they have like a gray floor and white and red walls. Okay, not exactly what I'm looking for. The thing is, I don't even know what. Okay, so I did download like a football um, mod, but it's only got Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern jerseys, which don't even load. Oh wait, they do. They just don't have a texture. Okay, so I think we should go in that vein and make something with red and white. So what can we make with red and white? Maybe this color? Maybe these. I think these two clash together nicely. Actually, let's see. Do we have pale oak? Because I don't remember if pale oak was in this update. It was not. It was not in this update. Pale. Yeah, no pale oak. What are you? Tarantula hawk. Oh boy, that you are huge. Advancement made, rigged from the start, and captured tarantula hawk from the desert. Alright, let's start looking for other white and red. So maybe wool? Birch is not really white, it's more of a yellow tint. Diorite, I'm not going to use. I don't really like the texture. Iron, not really. Maybe if we have like chiseled quartz. Paper lanterns can also be good. Maybe a concrete powder. Let's give these a go. So this is white concrete. This is quartz bricks. This is chiseled quartz blocks. This is the paper lanterns. This is concrete powder. Wool, mushroom stem, but I think we don't really need that for the interior. Hmm. Actually, I just got an idea. Maybe I can use the glazed terracotta, or at least the red one, because the white one doesn't look that suitable. Maybe you can find something natural blocks, snow blocks, maybe calcite. Does have a similar texture to smooth diorite, but maybe it would look kind of better. Okay, so let's try snow block and see how that looks. It doesn't have like a blue tint to it. I don't think it's suitable with the white or for the red and white color scheme. And the calcite is just no. Okay, so no calcite, no snow, no wool either, no paper lanterns. I mean, we could add them for like decorations in the corners, but no. And no to this, and no to this. So which leaves us to the concrete. Maybe concrete with glazed terracotta. Ooh, actually, that does look good. Okay, I think I found our color combination. We can have this here in the corner. Actually, let's have them be red. Okay, that actually looks better now. Whoa, what are you? You're a fly. Get out of here. Now we need like the benches. So let's see if any of the mods we have kind of have like a bench. Okay, maybe furniture mods. Okay, I think we can make this with normal spruce or dark oak. Let's see which color combination is actually the best. So let's put in the white powder. Well, actually, let's place in the white here. We need like a fence. Well, we need like a small red object so we can put it out. So let's say red. Let's see what red has. Red has no sort of what I was looking for. Maybe mangrove. Okay, let's try the mango trapdoor. Maybe that will look good. Over this. And we need like maybe dark oak here. And then terracotta here. And then trapdoors like so. And then I think there's like a bit on the top. No, actually, this is where the light comes in. Okay, so I think this is where we put in our lanterns. Like here. And then we also cover those with the trapdoors. What do we think, chat? What do we think? I think it looks good. I think to solve the problem of the hanging stuff is that we need something like an item frame, maybe. Maybe a glowing item frame. Actually, let's get a leather. Let's get a leather tunic and leather pants. Let's get red dye. And let's get, I think we need a crafting table. I think it's on bedrock. That is, what's it called? That is, yeah. I think it's on bedrock. That's you need a cauldron. So let's hang this. Nope, this here. Let's hang maybe some memorabilia. Maybe do we have any metals? Okay, no metals. This sunflower kind of looks like a metal. Let's add like a metal here, and let's add maybe a bottle of water. Water bottle here. All right, now I think we can do this again. So let's go like this. It was terracotta. All right, I think we found a rhythm here. And then 2, not glazed, two of these. It's actually all the way to here. Yes. And then the this all the way like so. There we go. And then this is actually terracotta, not concrete. And this is gonna be mangrove, like this. Yes. And I think this would be better as stairs. So let's put these two away. Let's see stairs. Let's see what stairs we have. I'm gonna take the dark oak. Well, I'm gonna scroll down just in case. Maybe brown terracotta stairs. I do like that. It does have like that texture similar to wood, but without the hardness of it. Like it actually looks like a seat. All right. Let's. Where's the item frame? Item frames. Let's put these here. The uniform. The water bottle. Actually, let's just yoink that like that. And sunflower. Actually, if I can rename this sunflower to metal. Uh, anvil. Whoops. There we go. Ow, that was loud. Let's go metal. Actually, let's go league. Let's go first place metal. Or you know what? Just make it like a make it general. Ge- ge- what is it called? My English is not Englishing. Just make it like metal in general. Yeah, the name kind of pops up, but that's fine. Yeah, I love that. I love the use of the lanterns too. Another benefit is that it gives us a light source. It's not intentional, but hey, it works out. But 8 on both sides is 16, so that's maybe enough. We don't need to have like an over, like a huge amount of lockers. Okay, now that we add the bard, does it look good? Maybe we have another mangrove trapdoor somewhere. Let's try the one with this design. And let's try the one with the glass design. I'm not gonna do it all, just in case I want to change it again. Does that look good? Kind of. Let's try with the glass. Maybe the glass looks better. Okay, I much appreciate the glass more than the bard. Or should we remove the trapdoors entirely? Let's see. So if I just remove this, will that look better than it is? No, I like it more with the trapdoors, to be honest. It just looks like a different nether portal. This locker room is actually extended all the way here, which was not what I wanted it to do. What if I make it just this till here? I remove this and just have these here, have the outfit here, and then I'd basically shift all this to here. That way we can have more locker rooms in this small space that we assigned ourselves to. Okay, maybe we can add one more for this side, and then that's it. Because remember, we still need the other changing rooms for the opposition team, and we still need some space for the actual football pitch and the stands. So I think this would need to be like an underground thing. Hmm. Okay, maybe we should stop working on this for a little bit and focus on the stands. Now, what do I need the stands to be made out of? Let me go back to the picture I'm using as a reference. They have a red stairs or like red red chairs, so I think also something in that red and white vein, or like red and white we're doing. And then we're gonna use the white concrete actually. I think if we basically do that all around and slowly make our way down, that would give us a good idea of where the the seats are gonna go and how big the actual pitch itself is gonna be. We have it every 5 chairs. So what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then then path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to path 1, 2. Actually, let me go over there and start working on that as well. And I just realized I did not add in the second pathway to this. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 stairs. Let's go here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, and then 2 stairs. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 stairs. Okay, I think it actually works. I think, well, correct me if I'm wrong because I've never been to a football stadium before, so I wouldn't know. But I think there's always like a grand staircase in the middle. Maybe we need to make this one to bring to basically remove these. Remove this. Alright, and then one, one, right? And then okay, I think that's better. Okay, I mean aesthetically that looks better. Okay, so this is basically where the stands have to end and the football pitch begins. However, I think it might be way too small, so I think we might have to cut back on the length of the stands a little bit to make sure it actually fits. This is basically the size of the football pitch, which is not going to work because that's going to be barely the size of the goal itself. I think until here is a good size. Maybe. I honestly think that would be big enough. How big is that? I need it to be at least like 2 blocks bigger than this one. This is one. This is 19 blocks well, in width. Okay, so this is 18. Alright, this should be the corner. And then we need the goal size. How big do we want this goal to be? Decisions. And I think I need some webs. Let me go to the football pitch that's over here. And okay, we don't even have a goal set up. Actually, let's go to the paddle one. Let's borrow some cobwebs and see how big we want this to be. Around here, basically. I mean, around here. I think we can make like a 4 wide goal. Okay, maybe this wide of a goal. And then we can go 3 blocks up. And then maybe we can get the terracotta here. Like this. These are going to be thick goalposts, but it's what we can do. 10, 11, 10, 11, 13, 13. There we go. This is the center of the football pitch. I find it kind of ironic that I'm starting this build, or like this series, with 3 mega builds, which is why I am going to try my best and do a lot of progress off camera, because a lot of the progress is going to be extremely repetitive. Now let's look at the minimap. Look at that minimap. It is absolutely beautiful. And yes, I did do some exploring as well, just to get a lay of the land and see what kind of projects we can make in this area. But look at this area. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I love it. I really do. I really love this area that we're making. It's starting to look really, really cool. So in between episodes, I'm going to finish off the football pitch, and I'm going to start rounding up the roof, and I will leave the locker rooms and the interior for next time, because yes, there will be an interior. There will be like an underground parking for the buses, and the stands as well will be something I start working on as well this episode. I will, however, like make a mini wall to indicate where the stands will end, and I'll probably finish these support beams as well. Ball stadium, which means we're going to make lockers, we're going to finish off the stands, and we're going to finish off the lighting. So let's get to it. So I think the most thing we should do now is the locker rooms and the flooring, like the tunnel that was going to lead to the stadium. So, thing is, what can we even do here? So maybe we can bring this, make like a door here, so that way we can use as much space as we can. That's actually a pretty good idea. Let's go with that. So what kind of doors do we need to put in here? Like, what's a good door that could be used? I think something like these designs. First off, we have the metal reinforced door. Don't think it suits the what we're going for. This one kind of we're going for, but makes it look like a secure facility than a locker room. This does kind of fit. Maybe we'll put a pin on that. This one maybe as well. We'll put a pin on that. Crimson. Okay, Crimson isn't really that good looking. Okay, I actually like this one a lot. I like it than the cottage one. Oh, let's put it there. Yeah, I like the one that we have there. Alright, so we're over another door. We're gonna put it... Well, okay, well, first off, we're not gonna put it like... We're gonna put it... And then 2 doors over here. Nice! We're gonna... Okay, we're just gonna remove this, basically, to save space here. Like so. Or white powder. Item frame. And I think this is there? Or is that there? That's there. Yeah, that's there. So let's actually remove all of this. Let's put this here. And this here. Would that look a good divider? It's a bit much. I think we just leave the terracotta as is at this point. Just put that there. I mean, that's kind of like the only thing we can go right now. Because I genuinely have no clue what to do for that part. Okay, I think this is... Okay, we need to change the format because this is too small. I just remove this. Here, make it 1, and then instead of just having that, we just make it like so, right? Basically do that with every other locker, we just decrease the difference by 1. I think that makes more sense. Okay. You know what? We're actually gonna make this double, since we can make like the goalkeeper where he keeps his gloves. I know they don't do that in real life, but let's just pretend they do in here. Because we still have a locker room to go to. Right about here. We're gonna do the same process all over again. I go here. I press F3, right? And then I see the coordinates. The block I am looking for, yeah, the targeted block is 149264 -1264. Right, I'm gonna copy that. Then I to go corner here, over here, and place the block here. And the targeted block I'm looking for, I'm gonna do slash fill this chunk with this one with, I think it was smooth quartz, smooth, Yeah, smooth quartz. There we go. And then I close F3. Oh, that's basically how I do like huge. It was kind of dark, but at least I did it quickly. I think this one was a double. Let's get this double. You know, I just realized these locker rooms could be very useful if you have like a board. Let's see if there's actually sort of boards in these mod packs, like a whiteboard or something. Oh wait, there is. Like, yeah, standing whiteboard. Let's put that maybe in the middle here. I mean, the gibberish doesn't make any sense because it's not really football related, but at least it's some. Is there like a clipboard? There is no clipboard. Maybe a tactics board? No. Oh well. Now we have to work on is the stands. Right? I think so. I actually have a book, like a check of what we need to do. So let's go over here and see what is going to take the book. Football pitch, stadium, we did the pitch. We did, okay, we did the locker rooms. We need stands and the part, okay, well, these are gonna be, okay, these are like gonna be fences and stuff, so let's actually do that first. Okay, okay, so if this quartz doesn't work, we'll just go with the irons. Let's see what the quartz would look like. Oh, I thought there was gonna be like a normal, it's like the middle is extended. I thought it was gonna be like this. You see how the middle here is like extended and doesn't have this part? I thought the quartz wall was gonna do something similar. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go with the iron bars. Let's go with that. Does that even look good? That's gonna do for now. Like, they do look like guardrails, so let's actually go with this. So that means we need stairs to start from here. Have this section here, and then we're gonna have this section like this. And these stairs will go. Wait. No, like this. Because it's gonna go 1, 2, and then boom. That's the first set. If you're a family of 4, unfortunately for you, there's not enough room. Alright, that's this part. All that's left now are the lights. No, what kind of light? I think frog lights would look better. Does that even look good? No. Let's go with the daylight detector here. And let's go with what's it called? Trap doors around the lamp. So maybe if we go mangrove. Like so. Okay, yes, that's actually pretty good. I like that. This is the last one, and it's still too dark. Something needs to change here. I think we should add a couple of lights over here. Maybe one here and one here. Let's see. Okay, that actually kind of helped. Let's try this on the other side as well. We need one above the goal as well, so let's put one here for maybe. Okay, well, actually it's a two center, so I'm gonna have to put one maybe here. I don't want them to be stuck together, so maybe here. Okay, yes, that's actually pretty good. These are the iron boards done. That's the rails done. All the stuff now to actually finish up the stands, and now I'm gonna do that as I do the lights. I don't know how to light up the center of the pitch though. That's kind of like the one that I'm kind of confused about. Maybe here in the center. And this here. Whoops. Does that even look good? I mean, from a player's perspective, it doesn't look kind of obvious, but when you look from above, like maybe from one of the seats, well, that looks good. It actually looks kind of, it's like barely noticeable, so that's good. Let's put it from here. So we'll do that on the side as well. Okay, that's pretty much everything done. All that's left is to finish the other goalposts, and then we'll actually be done with it. So let's give me that. We pretty much finished everything. All that's left is just for me to make a final time lapse of me finishing up the stands, and we'll see what we can do in the corners. So I think with stone where we covered it up with trapdoors. You know what? That actually looks pretty good. Wait, no, wait. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. Okay, remember when I said this is over? Yeah, never mind. We need black colored slabs. I mean, there are, but like, it's not like concrete's black. We put this over, like, so. So, this is basically where the people are going to enter. And, wait, is this even the side where the parking lot is? Like, let's make a hole through here. Oh, it's not even close. Oh boy, it's not even close. Like from this, like let's pretend the doorway is here. Dig a corridor, which is the one where the football players come out from. You know what? Easy fix, easy fix. We'll just simply switch things around. Okay, I'm just gonna do like a test for another section here. And I think red terracotta is the perfect like area for. Let's do this like so. Okay, I'm actually really happy about that. That actually looks pretty cool. Man, I thought this was gonna be like a quick 20-minute build, but no, I've been recording for an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, of course, like, subscribe, and all that beautiful stuff. The next creative series, or like the next part of the modded creative series, we're gonna be building something that's known as large. So that means there's not gonna. So that means we're not gonna work on the Titan's Tower. We're gonna work on a smaller build. Would that be a couple of small builds? Maybe this. I mean, this is what I'm gonna do because, like, off camera, already did something similar here. So it's just gonna be a repetitive process, and nobody wants to see. What are we going to build first? Well, first off, we are going to go with a. We have the meat store, like we've done that yesterday. We have the. We're gonna have the sushi themed restaurant, or like, yeah, like a sushi themed restaurant. We're gonna have like a bread or like a bakery themed restaurant where people can get like muffins, they can get cupcakes and like other treats like that. And we're gonna have an ice cream store where people will obviously get like ice cream and other treats. This is gonna be the cafe. I'm gonna work on that today. And these are gonna be the restrooms, and I'm gonna work on those if we have enough time. So what I'll do is pretty much decide my color palette first, and then we're gonna go into a sort of time lapse. The question is now, what do we actually use to build? Because we are going to try and go something similar to this color palette of the sushi roll, which is basically black or dark green on the outside, and white in the inside, and like an orange or pink in the inside. So let's go maybe with orange terracotta, and an orange concrete as well. So let's actually go straight into the. So I'll actually go straight into the time lapse and basically explain what I'm doing. So basically, this new style of video is where I put in a time lapse of myself building and I explain my thought process and pretty much what's going on. This sort of style is something I am new to, and it's pretty much an inspiration from another channel I've been watching recently named Audacity. I'm gonna leave a channel link in the either description or the comments, and I'll also mention her as well in the comments, as of course this is pretty much a video style inspired by her. And as you can see here, I try to go for like a seaweed design instead of like a normal black, because black was just too boring. So okay, so this place needs a bit of texture, so maybe if we mix in some light green with here at the bottom with like dark green over on the top, maybe that would look decent. So pretty much my thought process throughout this entire section is just destroy random sections of the build and replace it with different shades of green and hope it looks good. And I think it does, like when you see the final product at least. And that is pretty much the interior done. I kind of went with a seaweed-esque design, or at least I tried. I tried making like a seaweed shape instead of just going all black with it, or like a dried like seaweed or a dried kelp. All that stuff is to do the interior, which is not gonna be easy. I don't know. So for the floor, I went with a bamboo design since they are native to Japan, and I basically stole the lights from the last episode's stand and I added in the door and the lights and the button. And that is the interior done. We need now to actually put in, I mean, it's not really the interior, it's more like the flooring and the door. Now we actually need to put in something that actually resembles an interior. I think I want to do something similar to what I did in the last episode, where I put in a campfire under a smoker. I think that was a pretty neat trick. I want to do that again. I'm gonna get in the crafting table. I want to get some actual like cabinets this time, because I think those will be logical to have in a place like this. Okay, no, that's too low. Okay, wait. I think if I have like kitchen cabinets, that would make sense, like storing all the rice. I don't think I'll add a chimney here again, because last time, we all know what happened last time. So I'll use these stripped birch kitchen cabinets to put in some rice. I'll also put on some onigiri or onigiri, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'll also put in, well, these are going to save for the fridge, honestly. So I'll just open the rice, and I'll just open this and just sort of randomly select areas to place in the rice, or like the different rices, I guess, because I guess onigiri is rice wrapped in seaweed. I'm not really sure, so I'm not gonna come out here and pretend I understand what I'm saying. So we put in a fridge. We'll put in the same fridge because why not? It looks nice and some even resembles the stuffing, like the fish side of the so we're just gonna use that. So in this storage, I'm basically gonna spread around different types of fish. I got in some salmon, some cod, some krill, and a raw barracuda, because why not? And I'm also gonna put in a glow ink sac in the middle, because again, why not? I'm gonna put in another fish here because we're gonna need more space. I'm gonna put in some normal tentacles here, some glow squid tentacles here. And I'm not sure if I should put kelp. I'm definitely gonna put pickles in the fridge. But I'm not sure if I should put kelp and seagrass in here. So then I'm just gonna place in a bunch of these item frames here, and I'm gonna put in them some of the kelp and some of the sushis that they offer. I'm guessing sushis is plural of sushi. I'm gonna place like a dried kelp here, a kelp here, a sushi there, sushi there, and I think these should be rotated. And after I finished the interior, I simply went outside and I did a sign similar to the one I did in the last episode. Where in the last episode I did like a beef sign, like a beef pixel art technically. And for this one I copied this sushi roll. Because I don't know how to make a sushi roll in Minecraft, I don't know how to make pixel art of it. So I simply copied the design, and it was honestly easier than it looks. It wasn't as complicated as I thought it was going to be. It was a pretty simple process. And overall, I think the result turned out pretty great. Okay, yeah, that is the sushi part. Now all that's left is the bakery and the ice cream shop, which we are gonna actually get into right now, with obviously the bakery. Okay, yeah, sprinkles cupcake maybe. Like a white, like a birch color at the bottom, and then like a sprinkle at the top. That's gonna be kind of tricky to replicate because I don't want it to be confusing with others. So a lot happened in this time lapse. I divided the build into two layers, with the bottom layer would be with birch, as representing the base of the muffin, and the whipped cream on top with the white concrete, but then I realized that the white concrete actually looks like ice cream, so I immediately removed it. And I decided to go with like a jungle wood texture because it does kind of look like a cooked muffin, like how you know on the top of the muffin looks cooked. That was pretty much what I was going for. I also used spruce as the flooring, which which you're gonna see later on, to represent basically the burnt part of the muffin, like at the bottom. And of course, I added in the cash registers for the sushi bar and this one, and the doors and the lights. And that's pretty much all I did. It's a lot, but it's nice. It's pretty basic for now. Of course, we're gonna add like a bit of a sign on top, similar to these two. But we'll see. Depends on what kind of sign we're gonna add. Interior. I kind of started working on it. I'll of course do the cash register for this one, as I've explained in the time lapse. The sushi place as well. All that stuff is just to add a chair, and then we can actually begin. Oh, there is an oven here. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's like an oven head. Oh, okay. No, that's not what we were looking for. What's this? Oven roasted cauliflower. That's 1 oven microwave. Oven bottom. Oven top. Alright, let's see these ones. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I got it. This is like a a 2-story oven. Okay, I guess. I think that's what they're trying to explain here. Oven top and oven bottom. Oh, this is like the oven, and this is a microwave attached to it? Oh, okay, no, we're not looking for that one. We will actually add these two together. In fact, actually add these two together here. And this one here. And we'll of course add in the... So cabinets, 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 and milk. Milk. No, fridge. This is basically where we store all the cocoa powder and the cocoa beans. And we also have some sugar. And some flour as well. So we'll spread those across here as well. Actually, let's put them in their own dedicated... Let's put them in their own dedicated cupboard. And then you'll have the oven, and now we can actually work on the sign, which is gonna be difficult. And oh boy, this was actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a simple muffin shape, but no, this was way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. But hey, alongside the other two, it actually looks kind of decent. Individually though, I feel like I could have used some more work, like some more texturing looking back at this. But hey, what's done is done. We can always change it in the next episode. It's fine. And that is the bakery, like sweet treats, I guess, like baked sweets store. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna call these. So you know what? I'm actually gonna have you guys name these. We have an ice cream store to build. And this is gonna be tricky.